Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino, and we're looking at a beer that I picked up yesterday, actually. I picked this up and yesterday being March 31st, I picked this up at Trafalgar Ales and Meads. This is a Trafalgar product that I have not had. This is their Stinger. Now, I don't really know much about it other than it's one of their black label beers. Their black label beers are what they consider their higher end beers, more specialty beers. It's an IPA at 7% alcohol by volume. This beer was brewed with quality and care. We create small batches using the finest quality hops, malt, and yeast available. Each bottle is filled, labeled, and packaged by hand. Although time-consuming, this allows us to create a deliciously unique beer. We dry-hopped our specialty beers, which presents a bit of a hazy goodness, but provides an aroma and taste profile that's exceptional. We do it all for you. Enjoy. And they are at 1156 Spears Road in Oakville. It is the TrafalgarClub.com for their website. This is also where the distillery is. The distillery has a whole bunch of awesome things like their whiskeys and everything else. And I'm actually very intrigued by that stuff. I'm going to have to go and buy some of that stuff from them, because they do a very good job on their spirits. And actually, their black label beers have been pretty damn good. They even had the Schwartzy Espresso was to fucking die for. Like, I wish I had bottles upon bottles of that stuff. And now, when we actually ended up getting these last time, the few black labels we had last time were all smaller bottles than this. These are now 500 mils. Now, they say they hand fill them and hand cap them, which does pose a slight little bit of problem where you could have some quality control issues. I mean, you can get oxidization by hand filling because you're using the wands and everything. That you can get oxidization or a slightly slipped cap or not fully sealed cap by hand capping. Though, I mean, machines can do it as well. You shouldn't lose as many batches if you're hand doing it. Like, you shouldn't lose as many bottles because you should catch it faster. And I only bring that up because there's absolutely no head to this, and there's really not much carbonation moving in there. A little bit of haze, though. Well, not a little bit. There's a lot of haze in there. It's a nice, like, dirty brass bronze color. I actually really like the look of this IPA. I like the look of this IPA. Smell. Intriguing. Okay, so out of the glass, I'm getting like a little bit of honeydew, lots of malt. A little bit of honeydew, lots of malt, tiny touch of raspberry, tiny touch of strawberry, and what almost kind of smells like toffee. Now, out of the bottle, I get a little bit of berry, raspberry again, and a whole lot of like butter toffee, like Werther's Original type of things. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going into this saying that I've been giving Trafalgar the benefit of the doubt lately. I remember when I first started doing this, there was a lot of beers I didn't like by them. There was a few that I did really like by them, like the Mighty Oak and the smoked stout and stuff like that. There was a few. The Hop Nouveau I've always liked every year, and then there was a lot that I didn't like. And I'm very open about how I feel. I'm trying to give them a new fair shake. And of the Black Label series, I don't think there was any I really disliked. There was a bunch of them that were iffy to me on whether or not I really enjoyed them, but there was none that I really disliked. So I'm going into this saying that this does not smell like something I'm going to enjoy. But let's find out, because you never know for sure until you drink it. Cheers, guys. Okay. If this did not say Trafalgar on it, and you gave it to me in a blind taste test, I would say that it was a Grand River beer. And I say that because there is a sweet, buttery flavor to it. Whether that's just this bottle, whether that's the whole batch, whether it's what's supposed to be there, I don't know. I'm going to say it is not an offensive taste. It is not a taste that makes me dislike the beer any less than I would have, because it's an okay beer. I actually don't mind this. It's 7% alcohol, so it can get you drunk. It has like a caramelly and buttery forefront. A little Werther's Original like, and a little like movie theater fake butter flavored. But you get that flavor right off the forefront. Comes right on the forefront. After the middle of the tongue, it's gone into the hops. And your hops are kind of earthy, earthy, a slight berry and a slight earth, and a slight little resininess that just sits at the back of the tongue. So all in all, this actually isn't a bad beer. You take the buttery out, tone down the sweetness a little bit, and I think I'd be in love with this beer. The way it is right now, I could give it a 6.5 out of 10. I could actually drink this and not really have a problem with it. As I said, though, if I was drinking it blind, I would think Grand River. I actually drank it and thought, did they get a new brewmaster? Did the Grand River brewer move over to Trafalgar? And yeah, it is what it is. It's not a bad beer. It does have a slight buttery taste. Yeah, there are people that love that taste in beer, so if you're one of them, you'll probably like this beer. There are people that don't actually mind that taste in beer, although to some people it's considered a brewing fault. Well, it is considered a brewing fault in a lot of schools, but if you can get past that, it's a good beer. And if you hate the taste of butter so much that you can't get past it, and you hate beers that have that in it, don't waste your money on it. That being said, I don't mind it. I could drink it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't particularly want to buy it again. There are many other things there I'd love to buy. I'd love to buy their Eclipse when it's bottled. There's a lot of black label beers I'd like to buy, and there's a lot of spirits I want to try from them. So I'm really excited to do that. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you Trafalgar for making this beer that I got a chance to try now. It doesn't have a date on it, so I don't know if age has caused a problem with its... Oh, there's a lot of splooge in there too. Oh, and the splooge is just running down the... So that would make me think that maybe age has a problem with it. This bottle is not dated, so I can only go on the words of the guys there that it was fairly recent. And I don't think they were lying to me. They knew who I was and everything, so they know that I speak my mind, so I don't think they were lying to me. I'm just saying that I couldn't tell you if that could have a problem with it. It could. Could the cap have not been sealed properly? Yeah, but that would usually give me more of a cardboard taste than a buttery taste. So again, I'm perfectly fine with it. Let's drink some more. Cheers, guys. Bye. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Bye.